Hi, this is JP Morgan. Today on Slanted, we're going to talk about lighting for motion. Characters don't stand still, they move through the scene, and you want a light to allow that to be an experience that really creates drama and action and interest to the viewer. So let's talk about how to light for motion. Number one, I'm going to start with a light behind me because I want to have a light on the wall back there that allows me to play in a silhouette. But my face isn't lit, so this is kind of the introduction of my character. I'm dark, light in the background, but now I'm going to move into a pool of light. And what am I going to do? I'm going to change the color of the light now. So it's not that neutral light from behind, we've now got a colored light, and that colored light allows me to move into something that feels interesting. I can have a moment here with my actors as they go through their dialogue or what they're doing, but now I'm in this colored light. I've hung my light on the wall up here with a Platypod. That Platypod is strapped to a pipe, and I've used a V-mount or a gold mount battery in order to be able to set those lights up and to be able to set them without any stands on the ground or any issues, to be able to get that up and away and not have to run power to them. It's just a very easy way to work when you're lighting in an alley in a scene like this. So I move down the alley here. I'm going to move out of this blue light into another color. I'm going to keep changing the color so that the color in the scene starts to give me depth and interest. I've gone from blue to a nice now warm light. If you look at the lights here, I've started to shape them so that they integrate with the scene. I want them to look like the shaft of light on the wall, just like it's a street light. I want them to look like light coming in from a light bulb in the doorway, so that they feel like they're integrated with the scene and giving me a sense that the lighting is what is naturally here. I'm going to shape them though. I'm going to shape them by using bits of cardboard in this case up here, or I'm going to use the barn doors or a grid in order to keep that into pools of light. I don't want the light to flood the whole scene. I don't want it to flood the whole alley. I want it to just be lit in small little areas. Look at your blocking. Make sure you know where your actors are going to be. If they step into a shot here, I've set it up here so that we can get a shot of their foot hitting the water. Now I know that I want to light that. We put just a little bit of warm light on their feet, so it gives them nice light on their foot as they hit the water and gives us a nice sense of where they're at as they move down the alley. Also, I'm going to hide my lights with cardboard boxes with trash in the alley doorways and things, so that as my camera comes down the alley, the doorway, the boxes and the things hide the lights, hide the cameras on that B-roll shots, and allows me to move down the alley without revealing my lights or the camera. So I come down the alley here, my final scene, I'm going to come into a shot where now I get them in a little stronger light than what I've had before. This gives us a moment here where the scene comes to a climax. I see them more fully. They start to make up, but I don't put them both in heavy light. I don't light them from both sides. I'm going to let her fall into shadow a little bit. She's still not sure, and as she makes that decision, they walk out of the scene, and it's just a nice way to end the scene right here. So block and know where your blocking is. When you know your blocking is at, now you can set your lights for the key points and the things you want to communicate as they go through the scene. So set your blocking so you know exactly where they're going to be, and light for your blocking. As I move on out of this into my last shot, I would just move into beyond the camera and past the camera, and that would finish it up. I almost forgot to say, it's important that you get rid of all the light in the scene so that you have complete control. We turned off every single light, took the bulbs out of the lights, of the street lights. The only one we used was a small LED here that we put a piece of cardboard on to be able to shape it. So get rid of the light in the scene so that you have complete control. Way down the end, we did use that light that's on the little lamp as a silhouette light, but most of the light in the scene we've created by putting our lights in place. So get rid of everything so you have complete control. So there's roughly 8 or 10 things to help you understand how to create lighting for motion. It's just a fun thing to do because your light becomes a character in the scene. It really gives you dimension and excitement, mystery. You don't quite know what's going on as the person moves through the shadows, and then it gives you that moment where they reveal themselves. So it creates drama, it creates tension. It's really an exciting way to light when you let lighting become a character in the scenes. So there you have it, ways to create lighting for motion. Savannah and Sean were our talent, did a great job for us. So let's take a look at the piece that we shot as they run through those pools of light that we created for motion. So last of all, we want to thank our sponsors. Platypod, we put all of our lights up on the walls, on the pipes with our platypods, put our camera on the ground with the platypod. Of course, we use the Hollyland technology, Mars 400S, to be able to get a monitor off from the camera with that wireless signal. Really a great way to work in a situation like this. Our lights are F&V lights. We have the 200S, the 200 soft, and the 200. Just great lights to be able to light our scene here, to give us all the things we needed to create those pools of light and interest as we went through the alley. And last of all, we had one Aperture 120D. And I don't know if we can thank anyone else. Thank you to my grandmother who made all the lights today. And keep those cameras rolling and keep on clicking.